Hi, I'm Zach. I'm 12 and I need help with my kickflips. Here's my ollie. It's decent. My front side 180. My back side 180. My putt shove it. My front shove. My 270 big spin. My backside 270. And here are my kickflips. So that usually happens to me. That sometimes happens. That gets really annoying. I landed a few cleanly. That one just went a bit weird. Thanks. Hashtag for skateboarding.
Hey dude, so thanks a lot for sending your video. I really do appreciate it. Look at how close you're getting. Oh my gosh. You nearly landed that. You are so ridiculously close. It was incredible. You must have landed it by now because you are just so close. It's ridiculous. Cool. So guess what we're gonna work on yours? It's the flick. Your flick generally is pretty good. You're not flicking down, and that's excellent. But what you are doing is we need to level out the board in the air a little bit more, just a little bit better. And this is how we're gonna do that. So first steps first, just practice popping. Put your feet in the kickflip position and just practice popping. And then this is the flick practice step. Standing still. You're not even trying to do the trick. You're just standing still and you're just dragging your toe up the board. If you notice those white lines on my board, you can kind of see the direction my toe flicks off. I think that it's super helpful to know which direction and where you're going to shoot your front foot off specifically. I know that helps me out a lot. If I know exactly which way my foot is going, I can just think with that. Now, one thing I want you to pay close attention to is how my board levels out in the air. So once I drag my foot up, then I do this like little snap of my ankle. It's a little pop. It's a flick. It's right there. So you see my foot is dragging and then my ankle pops forward. That's a step you're missing out on because your board is doing what is called a rocket flip. And a rocket flip is not necessarily the worst thing in the world. You can still land a kickflip. It just doesn't look so great and it's not as well controlled. A non-rocket flip is one that levels out like that. And you want it to level out like that because it's going to be a lot easier for you to catch and it's going to be a lot easier for you to land. Notice how the board here sucks straight up into my back foot. Almost every time it just goes right up into my back foot and it's just so comfortable, feels so good, and I could do that kickflip with my eyes closed because my feet are basically trained to know where to go, and that's what you have to do with your feet. You have to train them into such a strict, how would I say, just practice enough so your feet know exactly what to do every single time. But once you get that flick down, you can actually get the back of the board to come up, level out, and then stick up into your back foot, and that's going to help you out a ton. So the practice step that I suggest for you, and the practice step I suggest for most learning the kickflip, is to step off with your back foot and leave your front foot on. I want you to do that one specifically because if you were to step off with your front foot, you might get into the practice of flicking down, and that is the exact opposite of what I want you to do. So I want you to get into the practice of flicking up, and you see this pop of my ankle right there? Snap. Now watch, the board is going to level out in the air and come up to my back foot right about now. And catch and land. I know once you see it like that and you see it in slow-mo, it just looks so easy, and then you go out and you're like, why is it so hard? Well, make sure you're practicing every day, and you always end your day of skating with like when you have improved. Never end on like, oh, this sucks, I'm just giving up, and then walk inside. Never end on an improvement always. So important. So for you guys looking to master skateboarding, get skateboarding made simple, I'm telling you, there are 5 volumes. They're available on iTunes as iBooks. Those are probably the best way to get them, so check them out now.